The Cleveland Browns are facing a critical offseason with major decisions ahead. On top of that, defensive star Myles Garrett has requested a trade, creating an even more challenging situation for Cleveland. But according to NFL insider Mike Florio, all of these problems can be traced back to one massive mistake the Browns made several years ago trading for and signing Deshaun Watson. But before, if you love staying on top of all things Browns, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The Cleveland Browns are one of the most cap-strapped teams in the NFL heading into 2025. With little room to maneuver, they'll need to make some tough decisions to free up space for the upcoming season. Things have become even more complicated with Myles Garrett, one of the team's top defensive players, requesting a trade. Garrett's trade request puts Cleveland in an untenable position, as he's one of the cornerstones of their defense. Garrett's status will be a huge topic throughout the offseason, but it's his trade request, combined with Cleveland's salary cap issues, that's making this a particularly difficult offseason for the Browns. The team now faces the challenge of rebuilding their roster without losing vital pieces like Garrett. According to NFL insider Mike Florio, the Browns' current predicament can be traced back to one major decision: trading for Deshaun Watson and signing him to a massive, fully guaranteed contract. Florio suggested that the Browns' front office, led by owner Jimmy Haslam, is reluctant to admit that this move was a mistake. Florio pointed to the stubbornness and ego of Haslam as the main reason for Cleveland's current struggles. It all traces to the stubbornness and the ego of the owner, who refuses to admit they made a mistake. That's the big impediment to effecting this trade idea, Florio said. You have to be willing to admit that Deshaun Watson was a mistake. The Cleveland Browns' current situation is a result of decisions made years ago, particularly the trade for Deshaun Watson and his hefty contract. The team now finds itself in a tough spot, with Myles Garrett's trade request and salary cap problems looming large.